take a load off, Commander. Something I can get you, Commander.
Spaceship! Spaceship, spaceship,
Spaceship.
spaceship,
Space.
spaceship, spaceship.
Spaceship. Just,
Give me the spaceships.
just let me ship.
Yeah, hold on, just let me do space, 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 space.
That's a hard word to say really rapidly, isn't it? Space.
Yeah.
Oh snap! It's space time. Heck yeah!
It's like you need space in between each word to say it. Anyway, I'm done.
Are you though? Are you really?
Never. Never, ever.
Don't ever be done, best friend. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie, and we are live once again with massively overpowered ZOPTV, and it is time for some spaceship. Spaceship.
It's spaceship. It's spaceship.
Specifically, some Elite Dangerous. So that means I once again have the distinct honor to be joined by my best friend in the world, the matriarch herself, Britannia. Hello, Bruno.
Hello, Chris. Very happy to be with you in spaceship if it wasn't immediately obvious.
I don't know, it could have made it more plain if we tried. So yeah, today is just going to be like a little more of a step forward in a very long-term goal. Now, if you read the stream post for this particular broadcast, uh, we're basically back on the ship engineering grind. For those who aren't familiar with what that all means in Elite Dangerous, it's effectively like sort of upgrading your ship. Think of it as like socketing gems into gear, putting gems into gear in like other MMORPGs, so to speak. It's effectively how you customize your weapons, your armor, and specifically in this case, what we're doing today, the ship components. So the weapons, the shields, the engines, all of that can be enhanced with engineering, and that's part of what we're going to be doing today.
And the engineering grind is a long one, and you will have to get materials multiple times. So yeah, this is just one small step in the right direction for Chris, but any step is a step.
Exactly. And as we discussed before when we were doing something like this a while ago, this is a significant improvement in terms of how the grind is compared to previously. And you most certainly can speak to that, obviously, as a 10-year vet.
Yes, I can, and we'll be able to actually showcase that. If you haven't caught our previous streams showing it off, you'll be able to see just how easy it is to gather materials for the engineering grind.
Indeed. But before we get to do, so wonderful to see Average Teak up in the chat once again, as well as Ollie, aka Beans, Greens, and Potatoes.
Ollie!
Yeah, meowdy to you, friend. Good to see you.
It's Ollie. So glad you could join us, Little Bean.
Heck yeah. We love the bean. Alright, I think, whoops, wrong button. I think we are good to go, so let's go ahead and get moving. Sad Twitch doesn't have a bean emote yet. Well,
You could just make your own bean emote. Well, there's actually no beans in emojis in Windows. Wow. Okay, never mind.
Wow, that's weird. Huh? I kind of sworn there would have been at least a bean, like a single bean.
You would think so, but I type bean, nothing works. It's disappointing.
Extremely disappointing. Stopping in before work. We appreciate you taking some of your time out before you have to go into the mines, so to speak.
Know you are loved and that you can do this, and we believe in you. We should team up.
We should team up. We both realized that as we headed to the hangar, like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We don't see each other's ships. That should be fixed. So, since this is basically to put it a not particularly fine spin on things, we're going out to sniff space farts, effectively. More specifically, we're going to be heading to emissions, high wake emissions. I'm sorry. What are they?
High grade emissions.
High grade emissions. Yes. So only the finest of space farts, obviously.
Of course.
But basically, what we go is we drop into these places in order to pick up some materials that are just kind of floating around out in the black. So since it's been a little while, I'm back in the space truck that I've been using for the longest time. This is the thing that made me most of my money, the Cautious Tortoise, otherwise known as my Type 7. Yeah, it's we're back in this cockpit after a long time. Let me just make sure my filters are set on. I should have signal sources highlighted, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just make
And I. Ugh. um. So I was gonna go over in my Mandalay, but the target system we're going to is only 10 light years away. Which, by the way, I'm going to copy and paste the system name to our DMs, and I'll put it in the chat as well.
Sweet.
And since we're going to be just there, and you can drop into the navigation beacon to get information about all the signal sources. And we are going into a system that is a war zone. I'm going to bring one of my fighting ships. Normally, I would bring my Pork Paladin, maybe my Victory and Velocity, my Vulture. No, I forgot to bring those from Ayaba too.
Yeah, so I was originally planning to go out in my combat ship, but that is also parked in a different system, and it would take 38 real-world minutes for it to get here. So,
I'm going to bring out an old ship of mine as well that I haven't really messed with a whole lot. The Paw Print of Justice.
I love that. I love that name. Oh gosh. How have I not heard of this ship before? Or have I and I just forgot? What?
You forgot.
I must have, because
I told you because this is my missile boat that I've engineered out, and every time all 4 of the missiles hit on a ship, it makes a pretty print on the ship.
Of justice, obviously.
Of course, because I'm a bounty hunter.
That's brilliant. All right, so I've got course laid in and I'm ready to go.
I also have course laid in and am ready. I believe I'm ahead of you now, so I'll go ahead and launch ahead.
Okay. I will launch as well. And I should probably have you... team navlock. There we go.
Navlock?
No, that's... I wanted to say friend zoned, but like that was not...
Whoa. That's friend zone.
Yeah, that is not accurate.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, I'm clear of the station.
I'm ready to jump when you are.
Still in mass lock, so give me a minute here.
Alrighty.
Okay, jumping now.
I gotta admit, this ship does go fast. It's at 405 without any boost.
Wow. That's a quick little shippy.
Its loadout is two burst lasers as well that fire so fast that I have to get in close because they're such short range and they jitter all over the place.
Wow.
So, this is very much a leave my friend alone or you're dead kind of ship.
Alright, so I should head to the nav beacon then?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm heading there now too. Why you don't? Okay, I'll get out of the exclusion zone then. Stop yelling at me about temperature. Sheesh.
It's too hot. Whee! Oop. I'm being yoinked by the gravity well here. Right, just a little circly. It's fine.
That's fine. Gives me time to scout ahead for you.
I appreciate that.
You know I got you.
I do remember how serene it is piloting this big old chonker. Okay. Alright, heading to the beacon now. Go, doing a scan.
All right, and now we just head back into Super Cruise once you're done scanning.
Okay, am I done scanning?
If you don't see the spinny circle when you target it at the bottom left of your HUD, you're done scanning.
Okay, then I guess I'm done scanning. Alright, we're done. We're out of here.
Alrighty.
And jump on out now.
On your 6.
Thank you for the cover one. Appreciate it.
Of course.
Alright, so let's see what we got out here.
I see one. 1,950 light seconds away. It locked. There's a few out there.
At 1,000? I'm not seeing it in the list that close.
1,950.
Yeah, no, that's I don't see it on my list here.
Okay, then I'll have you pick one out, and I'll see if I can't just target your target.
Unless the list is changing. Hang on. It's high grade emissions we're looking for, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so yeah, the closest one I see here is 3,000 light seconds.
Okay.
I don't know why I didn't see the one that you had. That's weird. And now it's gone. What the heck? What is happening? Give me a minute here. That thing I had locked disappeared all of a sudden. And now I have another one that's 5,000 light seconds out. And nope, this ship doesn't have horse stealth. Darn.
Yeah, I didn't think it would. I can probably find one if you're nav locked onto me. I'll just find one and drop into it for you.
I am nav locked to you, yeah.
So there's one closer
Okay.
that I'm gonna head to.
Hey, weird that I'm not seeing the same one that you are. That doesn't make sense. In any event, I'm 600 light seconds behind you. Or 650.
No worries. I'm 150 light seconds away from the target,
Okey-dokey.
so I'll be dropping in probably about 30 seconds.
Wait. Oop, I just zipped by you.
Yummy!
I just thought of something really, really silly with regards to your ship. Because it kind of looks like because it kind of looks like a spearhead to me, like the shape of it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I'm not just the tip of the spear, I'm the paw print of justice.
Dropping.
Okay. Circling back around to your position. Guess I was apparently a little too close. There we go. Headed to your wake now. And I'm in.
Get your goodies.
Look at all the goodies. All right.
So many goodies. Nope. Where you going?
I hit the wrong button. I thought I hit the target button, and that was the frame shift. I stopped. I spooled down.
It's pulled down.
All right. Time for the very delicate job of nom nom nom.
Garbage.
So, for those who are curious what it is I'm trying to do, if you look on the bottom left corner of the screen to the left of the circular radar, there's that blue square, blue rectangle. It has a dot in the center of it. I am trying to line up the thing with the dot, and if I don't do it like just there, I just bonk it away and I don't actually get the goodie. So I came at it a little too hot. I'm gonna circle around and try again. What are we up to? Hey, how you doing, Frost? How you? Good to see you. We are collecting some materials for some ship engineering. Well, I say we, I am. My best friend, Britannia, along with me. She's writing defense and bodyguard, basically. There she goes. That was really well done. Thank you for that.
Of course.
Why is my cargo scoop is open? Why am I bunking it?
You've really got to line up the crosshair.
Yeah, I thought I had done. Okay, let's. Give me the cookie. Give it. Give it. Give it. There we go. Okay.
Yay!
All right. I hear laser fire.
That was just me testing my guns, making sure I knew what I was working with.
Ah. I mean, I wasn't scared, but also, Anyway.
You know, it was a unexpected weapons fire. It's a normal reaction, I think.
I should think so. And now I realize I probably should have gotten some ship with a collector Olympic controller.
Honestly, I don't mind like picking it up manually. Yes, it's easier to go with a collect Olympic controller, but like I also don't mind just like taking a ship and lining it up sometimes.
Honestly, it doesn't necessarily bother me that much either. I the precision and the flight stuff is what I dig for. That's what got me into this game in the first place, like I've said many times before.
Yep.
The whole actual flight thing. Go. Wonder, could night vision make these easier for me to spot instead of just staring at the radar? I don't know if that's the case. Nope. Doesn't seem to improve things. That's okay. Oh. Nope. There we go. I always love the little, very gentle, like, noise whenever you pick up something like...
Like it's being processed, identified, and stored where it needs to go.
And it does it with a gentle little, very Apple iOS sound to it, apparently.
Yep. I dig it.
Oh, I thought I was coming in a little too hot on that one, but I did okay.
I believe the speed limit for you have to be like under 40.
Okay. What you're saying is you can't drive 55.
You cannot if you're picking up hot tech items like these.
Hot tech items.
I wanted to say chicks, but like,
No, I think you made the right choice. Ookie. Ookie.
get the cookie.
Ookie. I'm also once again reminded how extremely well this ship handles, considering its size. I am once again I'm just reminding myself how nice the Type 7 is. Like, basically, it's what it boils down to. I still keep this ship around just in case there are like some trucking jobs that won't allow me to take on the bigger boys that I've got. But I haven't flown this in quite some time, so it's nice to be back behind these controls. There we go. Exton. Oh, I thought I missed it. All right. Whee! I appreciate you doing this, friend, truly.
Of course.
I can understand this is Not exactly the most thrilling for the bodyguard, but your defense is very, very appreciated.
I mean, a bodyguard goes into work every day hoping nothing happens, so.
Yeah, that's that's so good. I love that. I genuinely do love that because, like, in the context of a video game, bodyguards would want something to go wrong, but in this case, I genuinely love that you're approaching this from an actual bodyguard standpoint.
I mean, how do you think I got through my time in the army and my security job? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's fair. One of the professions, the types of profession where you hope you're paid for nothing to happen.
Yes, exactly. Also, this ship is just nice to control too. Like, the inside feels like I'm piloting a Dark Reach from Nuclear Option, but it handles like it just handles really well, especially when you keep it in the blue zone for acceleration.
That's great. I do like the. I do appreciate that you're able to rediscover your own long lost ship, so to speak.
I look at my ships all the time and go, man, I really need to find an excuse to fly that again.
Well, I am happy to provide one. And so that's what's throwing me off, because, like, I target the item and it, like, passes underneath me, so that just means the cargo scoop's somewhere at the backside of the ship, so that's kind of, or the middle, so it's kind of like, it was throwing me off initially.
Yeah.
But now that I've got
I
it,
get that.
now I have a better sense of where the scoop is from a physical standpoint of the fuselage. I can not worry about the target and just, pay attention to the reticle, silly.
There you go. Learning and look at that, you learned something today too.
Indeed.
But yeah, the cargo scoop is like a football field's length behind your cockpit.
Oh, is it? Jeez.
I mean, I'm guessing at the scale, but it is like a significant distance back that, like, I've also gotten tripped up on that sort of thing, so I don't fault you one bit.
Yeah. Like, I just had this mental image of it being, like, more directly beneath the cockpit area.
Mm-hmm.
Not, like, somewhere in the middle.
Guys, Elite Dangerous is all about the roleplay, and that's basically how I get my fun.
It really is, honestly. You're totally right. You're absolutely right to say it.
Like, I'm never gonna. I might, let's be honest, but like, my general day is not going to involve going onto Elite Dangerous to grind more millions and billions of credits unless I have a specific reason to.
Right.
So I like to imagine that now that Brit's almost at her goal of 10 billion credits, she likes the idea of taking it easy. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, chat. Commander Britannia is a self-insert.
Don't tell anybody.
But yeah, I love just pretending I am Commander Britannia. I'm like, yeah, you want me to bodyguard for you in a war zone? That's too easy. Which ship do I take? You need a direction? Here's a direction.
That's kind of like the whole idea of the squadron itself, both in character and out. Like,
Absolutely. just helping one another without some expectation of a huge reward, just doing it because you want to.
Exactly. Because these things are more fun when they're done together and everybody's on board, you know, understanding what's happening.
1000%.
That's true of any game, honestly, but certainly true of this one. I kind of feel like that's even more true of sandboxes in general, honestly.
Yeah, sandbox is like, I think for you and me, like, we need that camaraderie in order to make sandboxes palatable.
Yes, 100%. Okay. Nearly done.
How many do you have?
1 second.
You can actually target the objects and it'll tell you in the target area.
Oh, will it? Oh, 3 apparently. Unless I'm reading that wrong.
That number.
Oh. Oh no, she's making me do math.
Oh, you have 78.
Oh, I have 78, okay.
Yeah, 78 is in your inventory.
Okay.
And the parentheses is the 3. That is the 3 you're getting each time. So you're almost full on this
I'm almost
already.
full up, okay. I thought you meant like in terms of how many more pieces to collect, not how many more I've got in my inventory, my bad. In that case, yes, now I have 81 81 of 100.
I'll do the math. Yeah, you're gonna fill up on this. You're gonna have to leave stuff behind.
Not the cookies, no!
Even a raccoon knows when there's too much garbage.
Well, I want to push the limits of space raccooning. I want to break new ground. Okay, so I can collect 3 more before my hold gets too full. Presumably. Give me the treat.
The treat.
Am I circling around this thing? Hang on a second here. There we go. Yeah, I was kind of spinning around one. There we go. Oh, I think I caught it. I wasn't sure I was going to get that one. It looked like it was coming in a little too hot. Okay, yep, last one. Then my cargo hold will be full. Alright, we're good.
Alrighty.
So, heading back into the super.
This,
Oh, what?
I was just about to say what you said, so you're good.
Okay. You said, so that usually means stop what you're doing.
No, no, no. I'll say stop, stop, stop if that's the case.
Fair enough. All right. So
All right. Now we can hit up another. I'll see if there's another one we can hit up, or do you want to start trading some of these in?
I guess we should. We can hit up another one. Yeah, sure, that works.
Okay.
Let me
I've
just
got
make sure.
another
Do I
one
have
on target.
space? Wait a second. It has inventory for it, right?
Well, it didn't take up any actual cargo space.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is just materials have their own slot that they fill up.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, I will be following behind you.
All right, 3,000 light seconds out. If this is Imperial shielding, then we'll bail and look for something else,
Okay.
because that could happen too.
Works for me. While I'm following you, I'm gonna crank up the sound because the master audio is a little low. There we go. There we go. Get a little engine purr going.
That FSD go. Alright, Porg 1 throttling down to approach.
I'm 1400 light seconds behind you, so no worries. Now I'm closing the distance since you throttled down. Shouldn't paw print too fast. Cato too quick.
Need to do zoomies.
Tortoise is a tortoise.
Floor feels like floor. One light second out.
Okay, cool. I think I've got it lined up so where I could be able to drop in shortly behind you. 400 light seconds behind your signal. Throttle down.
Dropping.
Okay, there we go.
This is Imperial shielding.
Is it? Alright.
Abort.
Pulling away. See if I have anything near. I don't see any other high-grade emissions on my list here.
I'm looking to. I see one more, and it's 6,000 light seconds away.
Whee!
That's the only one left on my list with 10 minutes remaining. So I'm gonna go on ahead and see what's there.
Alrighty. I'll follow behind you roughly.
Sorry,
I said I'll follow behind you roughly.
I missed it.
Ah,
If you can believe it.
can't believe it. So surprised. So I assume that ship also has Horsetail, yeah?
Paw print? Yes, it does.
Okay. Alright. headed to your location, but you know I'll be ready to pull away if it ends up being Imperial shielding again.
One light second out.
Okay. Hmm.
Dropping Imperial shielding.
Bleh. Okay. Well, I guess we turn in then.
Yep. So I will get a course set on the nearest material trader,
All right.
and I'll teach you how to do that as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ha. So when you're at ships, on your materials helper,
Yep. Okay.
where materials, and it'll be at the top.
Ah.
And so we're going to Chi-Lin.
Shilin.
I'll put that in the chat for you.
Thank you. Cool. Cool. All right. No, I don't want to copy all of that. Just the. There we go. There we go. Sweet. All right. And jumping out now.
It is 2 jumps from me, so I will meet you there. You want to head to Fallows Orbital when you get there.
Roger that. Thank you.
Horg 1 muting mic for wafers. Horg 1 hungry.
Muting mic for wafers. Oh goodness, that's funny. I forgot where we're headed again.
Fallows Orbital.
There it is. Okay, off we go.
I'm entering system now.
Battles Orbital is right the heck next to the star. That's
Excellent.
as convenient as all get out. So, you know, horse tilt responsibly.
Horse tilt now would be irresponsible.
What?
Redo wanting to get this game, but I only ever see people in their ship. Can you not get out and do stuff? You can absolutely get out and do stuff. You have to buy the Odyssey expansion to do it. So obviously that's an extra cost that needs to be factored in if you want to do that. But if that's something that interests you, that is absolutely something you can do. I will be upfront with you and let you know that the Odyssey DLC is kind of not optimized, and you may have a hard time on some settlements based on engine issues and based on unoptimized things that happen with the game, all of course based on your setup. So it can be a rough shot sometimes, but if you buy the Odyssey DLC, you will have the option to get out and do your stuff. That said, the game was built with ships first, and There's a lot of grind on either side of that coin, so it's all about what you feel like doing.
But yeah, it does have quite a few on-foot things you can do. A lot of, if you're in like a system that is undergoing a form of conflict, you can just literally go to a counter and say, I want to fight for this one side of a over a settlement, and you just drop in over and over and do a bunch of FES combat. You can take up missions that involve you trying to either sneak in, mostly try to sneak in, or, otherwise get into a place to get an item, or maybe take down a specific assassination target. And it does have its own, like, series of progression grinds with regard to improving and the grade of your weapons and armor. So there are some loops there, and you 100%, and you don't even have to do like combat stuff. There is like exobiology. You can like land on planets and use a scanner to, scan random alien planets and then bring that data back over to a kiosk or an NPC to sell that for profit. So there are a few on-foot things going on. But like Brito said, it is mostly about spaceship combat stuff, spaceship things, space trucking, exploration. Now with the somewhat semi-recent update, there's people like establishing colonies and things like that too. So.
Approval granted. Please make your way to landing pad 02.
And it should be noted as well, right now you cannot... Oh, hello. I've just been wanting to play a similar game like Star Citizen. I know it's not the same, and you can do a lot in SE you can't in ED, but I'm just wanting the social aspect and building an empire aspects. I believe that's something you might be able to get from the colonization.
In a manner of speaking, as far as I'm led to understand, yeah. It's definitely not a one-to-one comparison to a 4X game, for example. But then you probably know that because that's also not what Star Citizen offers. Because, it's a sandbox where individual ship-to-ship stuff and on-foot stuff kind of is done. Same thing here. In that regard, that's where the two games are similar. But past that, yeah, I don't know if I would call this like a way to build an empire necessarily, but colonization does provide you as a manner of establishing some footholds in the galaxy, and you could always provide services to people who are traveling and passing by. Like that seems like a thing that is most certainly possible. A lot of people who do colonization seem to be trying to create superhighways to more populated or popular systems, I guess. But I mean, in a manner of speaking, you could sort of like establish a foothold, like a series of stations and outposts to kind of offer stuff to other people. Alright. I've landed and I shall disembark.
You don't need to disembark.
I don't need to disembark. Okay, well, I'm disembarking anyway because that was a mistake! Ah! Ah!
Just need to stretch your space legs.
I just need to... my space cheeks are aching. Ah!
That was me yesterday in the car. Like, I was just kind of like saying, like, why is my butt aching? This isn't right.
You don't travel that long. That's. But then again, there was a lot of driving around yesterday that we were doing.
It was a little bit more than usual, anyway. Okay, and how difficult is it really to come across another player? I know just exploring is almost zero, but is there ways to connect with others easily? Yes, there is. Setting aside all the third-party sites that people use to get together, honestly, like if you're looking for other people to play with, I'm gonna sound like I'm shilling.
This
but
is information, so it's not. This is none of this is funded by FDev, obviously, but this.
this is just a decade of knowledge
Mhm.
and foreknowledge. The Squadrons update that's coming on the 19th is actually going to have an in-game like squadron search feature, so that you'll be able to create your own squadron or link up with other squadrons, and those squadrons are about to have a lot more power in how how they can how they can make their mark on their galaxy and help each other out as far as like
It's going to be a lot more management. It's going to be a lot closer to an actual guild tools than it has been,
yeah,
basically.
that's really it. A big old guild bank, big old guild fleet carrier, big old guild shipyard that I can build guild ships for my guild mates.
Guild.
Guild.
If y'all needed any further evidence that she and I are best friends,
back to us real quick. You do go to the material trader.
okay,
Contacts.
it is contacts. Okay, great. Material trader. That's who I need. Yes, I remember now. Right. Okay, so
And then looking through what you want, and if you go to your wish list,
yep, I've got my wish list in front of me here.
yeah, it'll tell you all the stuff that you need there.
Sweet. All right. All right. So yeah, but we suspect the Vanguard's update is going to bring a lot to the table with regards to social play for sure. It obviously kind of we don't have all the information. They provided some details in a June live stream. I think it was June, where they were talking about what the whole thing is planning on offering. Yeah, it has a very high potential to help with exactly the sort of connections that you're looking to put together, honestly.
I would agree if this update is really going to be able to help push things in that regard.
Yes.
And apart from all of the guild stuff, okay, that's cool. Exactly what I'm looking for. Is it a fairly populated game? It can be. If we look at raw numbers here, which I'm just going to pull up Elite Dangerous on SteamDB, there are currently 6,622 players in game. That said, it is a big old universe with like 4 billion systems, I think. And the central bubble where all of the main economics of humanity happen is expanding every day. Obviously, if you go to, there are certain places like the Sol system, which is our system emulated in this game. That might be a popular place. There's a few other stations out there that I tell my squadron about where you can buy or trade any or all ships or outfitting components. Engineering, you'll run engineering's hotspots. Felicity Farseer is generally the first engineer that you'll run into other commanders out there. It's very, very hit and miss, but like if you find yourself a community that enjoys the game and plays the game and is all in about helping each other, then who knows what sort of things you can go on. Me and my best friend play on I could ramble about this all day, so I just want to make sure you're good before I keep going, best friend.
I have admittedly I haven't been particularly good on finding what I need, but I've got something I'm looking for, so I'm good now. Anyway, go on then. Please continue.
That there is open play. There are 3 modes of Elite Dangerous, which is open play, where everyone plays together, and you can see everyone and fight with anyone at any time. And then people also play in private groups, which are just their own instance of the galaxy, where they don't run into other people from outside their private group, but still contribute to the greater galaxy as a whole with their actions. And then solo play, people play a lot on because they just want to play their own spaceship way and still contribute to the galaxy. All completely valid, but there is very much a possibility of running to other players in open pretty often, especially around systems where things are happening. And with fleet carriers, you'll be able to tell where those systems are. If you go into a system and there's suddenly like a bunch of fleet carriers, you're like, okay, this seems like a pretty populated system. So I would say yes, absolutely, it is a populated game.
Yeah, it can be, and you can tailor that for sure to what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Need. Oh wow, I only need to trade 2, and I've got more than what I need for the scrap. That's funny. Okay, sweet. Okay.
Now, do players who get Odyssey play with people who don't have it though? Yes. The only thing you cannot do without Odyssey is go on foot with your friend, but that doesn't stop you from staying in your ship or being in an SRV while your friend is out on the ground. I'm pretty sure that's completely functional.
I believe so. I'm not. We'll have to double check on that. Don't totally quote us on that one. That might not be the case.
But Horizons did introduce the SRV thing, which is now bundled with Elite Dangerous in and of itself. Maybe that's an interesting one. I don't see a reason why they shouldn't. Like everything FDev has done in this game has been about contributing to the galaxy as a whole, and the only time they segmented their players was console and PC.
Yeah, they stopped updating the console version.
Yeah,
They
that was a
wholesale left them in the wind, which is pretty messed up. Let's be real.
Yes, but nothing should stop you from. There's no separation of players between who does or doesn't own Odyssey, in my knowledge.
Yeah. Unless you're doing on-foot stuff and the person you're with doesn't have Odyssey. But, you know.
You might run into a problem there, but we can't speak on those problems or what they might entail, so.
And honestly, if you're like going into the game, I have a hard time feeling that you would find many people who don't own Odyssey. To be very honest with you, I always get the impression that most of the people who are really ingrained in this game have gotten Odyssey themselves.
That said, there's no interconnectivity between your ship and the on-foot gameplay. Besides that, ships can affect the on-foot gameplay in some way, but like progress in one grind in the ship gameplay doesn't translate to anything in the Odyssey or vice versa. They're still very separated systems.
Yeah. Take what we're doing right now. I am gathering materials for engineering the pieces of kit that are attached to my spaceship. None of this has any bearing on what I'm doing on foot. This is all spaceship stuff.
Yep.
To that point, I have gotten all of the materials, with the exception of the minerals that I require here, it looks like.
So you need some grade 5 minerals then.
I do. I need niobium, tin, and vanadium.
Vanadium. Okay.
Vanadium.
Vanadium.
Vanadium. Give me crunchy rocks. Yeah, but otherwise that one run more than was able to give me all of the goodies I needed. Thank you for that.
No problem. I'm going to start looking into raw. It's raw.
No, you're not.
I'm
Yeah. You know.
gonna start. So, raw materials are a little more time consuming. This is where you'll need the SRV and to go onto planets and start shooting rocks.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that because all three of them, when I was checking in materials finder, was surface prospecting. So yeah. All right. Well, maybe that's something we could do for another day.
Oh man, if we do that next time, that would be amazing. I would run cover for you in my ship while you're in your SRV. So many low passes. So many.
All right, then it's a date. We'll do that next week. What do you think?
Yes. Yes. Sounds great. I think I can clear my schedule a little bit. Yeah.
I'll see if I can pencil you in. Yes.
Just some distant screaming.
And on that somewhat terrifying but equally hilarious note, that is going to be it for today's stream. Maybe we'll get an encore of the singing another time, Darth Paul. But again, thank you so much, Super Tanya, for joining me. I truly appreciate it.
I love playing Spaceship Game with you. It's truly a good time.
And of course, thank you to all of you for hanging out. We appreciate you being with us for this chill little session. A lot of these streams are kind of chill. I always feel like that's probably what people tune in for, ideally. So thank you for that, and we hope you'll join us for more streams for the rest of the week like usual. Later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, Larry and MJ are together for some more co-op split fiction. On Thursday, August 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ and her crew are together for some Dungeons & Dragons Online. And then on Friday, August 15th at 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm kind of feeling like I want to hop back into Soul Frame just for the heck of it. And then later that same night at 8 p.m. Eastern, MJ is live with another Adventure Quest 3D stream. So we hope you'll tune in for all of that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And like always, thank you to everybody for all of the support you provide to Massively Overpowered. Whether you are watching our streams live or on demand, reading what we have to write on the website, or if you're doing generous things like donating bits to the channel, subscribing to the channel, whitelisting the ads on the site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters, no matter what you do, top to bottom, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP going. We'll see you later tonight. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye! Vanadium. Vanadium. Vanadium.
I'm a crunching that I rock.